And that's what would happen to me if I went and sat in the living room with your snitches and they're all smoking dope, and I go to work the next day and you have to take a random drug test and show up with positive drug test results. I would lose my job as a thug. I would also lose my career as a teacher, or any hope of becoming a teacher. So that's kind of a no-brainer. I wouldn't make that choice if I was you. Those are the last people I would ever have anything to do with. And if you don't think I can support that, you can have all your snitches say what you want to. But the truth is, I've always had clean drug test results without exception, and I have always taken drug tests when I was told to take them, and I've taken probably at least 20, if not more, in the last 5, 6 years I've lived here. Work with police officers every day alongside them, that's pretty clear indication that it's probably not a drug user. Having your informant say all this and do all this, and then expecting me to go to Dopehead and expect him to assist me while they're victimizing me the way Sarah has, or otherwise displaying obvious signs of their drug use, really not the best choice. Really the last thing that you should have ever expected, and that's what you're trying to coerce me into doing. I'm not going to walk over into your Dopehead's house and sit down and smoke joints with them and pat them on the back and agree to everything they say. I don't do those things, and I never have. I'm not better than anybody else. That's just a statement of fact. It's the truth. And if you really good at your job, you'd have known that. Well, you do know it, but you don't care because you're a jackass. If you're really wanting me to cooperate, what you're trying to do is orchestrate this whole falsified case of drug activity. And that's what you think I'm going to do. That's what you tried to do on Boulevard Street. That's what you tried to falsify over and over again. And that's because those are the circles that you live in, because you're a fucking scumbag. And there's the only patsies you can get to do this for you. Patsy. If you'd really wanted my cooperation, you would have done it. Because you know, and I never, ever would respond to it. It's real basic. It's not because I think I'm better than Dopeheads or anything like that. It's that I don't own and I don't do drugs, and drugs are dangerous. And I don't know those people. And you can smoke a joint, and it can be laced with other drugs. You can have other drugs inside the marijuana and end up in the hospital from it. So, that is foolish to do. And you don't know what's going to happen next either. You just say, they're regular people and they don't do anything wrong. I beg to differ. I don't know that. You don't say it, but I don't know that to be true. And I don't see any good indications of any other reason to believe otherwise. It's foolish, and anybody who does that is taking big chances. I have a child, those are chances I don't take, and I've never taken and never would take. I left my grandmother's as soon as I could, because of all my family members that are Dopeheads. And they weren't just smoking pot either, they were doing hard drugs. And that was absolutely insane to experience. Cleaning their puke up, their piss and shit and all that. Just unbelievable disgust. Really. Thank you, Natalie. The trash they leave and how they trash people's houses and stuff. Ain't going there, honey. They're trying to force me to traffic drugs and stuff like that. I would say your biggest problem is that you are just documenting what your informants say and what you say you hear, but you have no corroborating evidence. And you don't have any judicial oversight, so you're not subject to what you would normally be subject to in a narcotics investigation. I'm pretty sure that a narcotics detective, when I talked to him the few times I did, he doesn't take you seriously. Because he runs undercover operations for narcotics, and he knows the difference. So what do we have? A bunch of stooges playing tiddlywink games like they're cops and they're not. That was the solicitation. I was supposed to go over there and walk out there and talk to him. I didn't know what he was doing. The thought didn't cross my mind until he was walking up his driveway to go back up to the house over there. I thought maybe he was waiting for somebody to stop by and dropping some drugs off or something. Or maybe he had planned to go one place and changed his mind and turned his truck off or something else. I'm supposed to be the irrational one. I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure, in fact, that even if I get it wrong sometimes and I become upset about it, I don't think that makes me irrational. I think that means you're traumatizing me. That's what a traumatic clinician would say. He fucking drove me crazy doing this kind of shit. Andrea's got my phone number. He wants to talk to me. What the fuck? I've got to approach him, right? That's what it is. Well, fuck that shit. Why do I need to approach him? He knows who I am. He's got no reason not to walk over here. If he can walk out there and everybody can see him standing out there with a phone. Why the fuck can't he walk over here? If he's doing things that look like drug activity, why would I approach him? Because what if I walked out there and somebody walked up to him and did give him drugs? It would look like I was participating in a drug deal. Not a smart move. It would be stupid for me to participate in something like that. Dubhead. I lost my grandmother's love because of my aunts and my uncles and the games they played. And she got went batshit crazy too, dealing with it. I loved her very much. But in her right mind, she would have kicked them all out of her house.